computer and share my screen. Here we go. So, delayed onset of muscle soreness is still a theory, okay? It's not, I mean, there are research that is being done on this topic because people are suffering from it right after a workout, especially after a resistance workout. And they're trying to figure out whys and hows and how can we treat it. But there are many different opinions regarding what this is, what is the underlying cause and the physiology. But mainly, okay, this is not lactic acid. That's what I want to clarify first. That's the myth, okay, out there. People still misuse it or use it in an incorrect way when they are referring to their pain after a workout, when they showing their muscle. Oh, we just had a hard workout yesterday. The lactic acid is killing me. That is not correct physiologically, because the lactic acid, which is a byproduct of your metabolism, anaerobic metabolism to be particular, can be cleared and is cleared within an hour or two after your workout, okay? Because it's used as a fuel by your lungs, your heart, and your liver. So that doesn't linger in your body anymore. So lactic acid is not the underlying cause of the muscle soreness. But what happens? What did we say? When do you gain the benefit from your workout?
30 to 45 minutes after.
That's the anabolic, yes. So actually that is the window that you need to feed your body so that you can work on maximizing your gains between the sessions. So what I'm trying to emphasize here is you're not gaining your benefits, or you're not seeing the results during your workout. You're not making the muscle during the workout. You just put in the work and then wait for it to happen between the sessions. So putting the work means you're kind of creating this damage to your muscles in a micro manner, okay? So it's not a damage to be scared of. Yes, you're breaking down your muscle tissue very minimally, okay? You can't even see it with your bare eyes with the workout that you're doing. That's called overload. So when you don't do it, you won't see any results. It's just like your skin. Some people go to skincare, clinics, and they just punch their skin. The clinicians punch the skin of the person with some micro needles. So they create some damage, and then the body responds to it by developing new skin tissue. It's just the same. So that's one theory, and that's the most powerful one. So when you work out, when you overload your body, when you strain a little bit, okay, not to the point of pain, but when you are overloading, that's the best terminology that I should be using. So when you overload the body, you are breaking down muscle cells in a micro level. Then during the recovery, when I said, between the sessions, when your body is making up your new protein or making up new tissue, that's when that muscle tissue gets healed. Okay, so just think about it as a scar tissue. You just hit your body, or you just had a bruise somewhere in your body, and then your body is healing that tissue. What happens? Inflammation, right? We talked about this. There's going to be soldiers rushing to that site to heal that site. Just like any other bruise, a muscle damage is being healed the same way. So your body is going to heal that tissue that has been just damaged by the exercise, by responding to it with sending their troops, which is your blood carrying the white blood cells, red blood cells, all the nutrients. There you have that water retention, swelling, bruising. You won't see it, okay, here on the skin level, but you will feel that soreness. That's what you feel. And that's called delayed onset of muscle soreness. So there are other theories of a protein causing this, but I would like you to understand this idea of a muscle damage, creating inflammation, and then during the healing process, you as the owner of that body feeling the soreness. Okay, that's what it is. No lactic acid. So it's going to be evident or apparent in 8 to 10 hours after exercise. That has been shown by research. Okay, it's not going to be there right after you get done with your workout. It's going to take a while. That's why it's called delayed. 8 to 10 hours, and then it has to go away completely, diminish in 3 days, 72 hours. If it doesn't, that means you just injured or pulled a muscle fiber or a ligament, or you did something wrong if it lingers over 3 days. And what, from your personal experience, you should know that it gets worse when you work out, you just had a workout today. Does it get worse tonight or tomorrow morning, or when? When do you think, from your own experience?
Morning.
Tomorrow morning.
Well,
I feel like mine, it gets worse like the second day is always the worst for some reason.
exactly.
Especially for legs.
Yeah, for sure.
You can't walk, you can't get down through the stairs, it's hard. You can't sit on
Core, I always feel it immediately the next day.
the next day. Yeah, it varies. Again, it's an individual response, so that's why they say, if you look at the my notes, it peaks in 24 to 48 hours. Okay, 1 to 2 days. Mine happens around 1.5 days. It peaks and it's the worst, and then it slowly, gradually becomes better and better, and it has to go away in 3 days. Okay. So what is the cure? Well, up to the research that I've read so far, they say cold pressure water is the best. It's not a real cure, but it feels really good. So, the ice baths, or if you just take the shower head and with cold water and just massage your legs or whatever hurts in your body, that seems to help with the hurt or pain or discomfort that you're feeling. But mainly staying active, because let's say you've been sedentary, you just had a workout with our class, and then you got really sore the next day. Instead of being sedentary next day waiting for our Wednesday class, you might want to go out and get a walk, because what happens is when you walk, it's an aerobic exercise. You can even do walking in place at home, just move and get that oxygen pumped through those areas where you just hurt or damaged through the workout that you just did a day before. Does it make sense? So staying active helps. Hydration, again, hydration is the key, okay, for recovery as well. And eating healthy, vitamins seem to help, and get plenty of sleep. Sleep is when you regenerate, when you heal everything. So getting not enough sleep also seems to make this worse, more painful. Any questions? Am I missing anything?
Is breathing while because I think a lot of us tend to forget to breathe, or I do at least when I'm exercising. So is that part of also why you have the soreness, because of the lack of oxygen that you're, or it has nothing to do with it?
No, for this particular case, no. But breathing is very important for other reasons, Enedina. That's a good point. But for this DOMS, that concept, breathing, yeah, no. This is mainly local, you know, just local. Let's say you're doing your bicep curls, the bicep fibers, the muscle fibers are being torn, if you will, but in a gentle way. Don't get scared. It has to get torn, okay? So that it develops, it gets stronger, or, you know, it develops more endurance, whatever your goal is.
Okay, thank you.
Same thing for your heart muscle too. Okay, I'll just stop the recording. That was a very short lecture.
Professor, could I ask what's the word for DOMS? What's the word?
Hold on.